Wondering, all right, let's jump right into it. How do I win Miss America? Well, this is how Miss America becomes Miss America. First step is competing at the local level. You can see me as I won my first local competition right here. Next, moving on to state level. This is, for example, competing at Miss Ohio. And lastly is the national level, so Miss America. Let's say that you live in the state of Texas and you want to compete in Texas. You would start off with a local, i.e., Miss Dallas, move on to Miss Texas, and if you were to win Miss Texas, that's when you would go on to Miss America. And obviously, between all of these steps, it's a lot of hard work in between each of them, but in a nutshell, that's the way it works. Fun fact too, the crowns are different at each of the three levels. You can see the local level is beautiful, and fun fact, you also get to keep the crown that you would win at any of the levels. So I still have my state crown, my local crown, and who knows, you could start your own collection as well. And then obviously the Miss America crown is stunning. It's beautiful as well. Now the teen crowns, which we'll get into in a minute, have a little bit of a pink detail too. So that's a fun differentiator. So a little bit about Miss America as an organization. You're probably wondering, okay, so what gives? Who started it? Well, back in 1921, on the boardwalks of Atlantic City, an American icon was born. And a lot of people don't know this, but Miss America actually started as a bathing beauties contest where women were gathered to kind of bring as a tourist attraction to Atlantic City. And obviously, it's an organization that has moved into so much more than that. Note, though, that although it started as a bathing beauties contest, Miss America got rid of the swimsuit portion years ago. And that's what is probably one of the biggest differentiators between Miss USA and Miss America. You probably have heard of both. Here's the 411. Miss USA does not have an age limit. It has no scholarships that are given, and it's very appearance based. Now, if you're someone who wants to get into like the whole modeling world and really go that side of things, and you're very, cognizant of the way you look and etc., that's wonderful. Miss USA might be a good option, but Miss America is also phenomenal because it's the longest standing like beauty contest or pageant ever basically, and it really is based on scholarships too. It's the largest provider of scholarships to women in the world. And one of my favorite parts is how Miss America is not based on how you look, but mainly based on who you are on the inside and what you do about it. Another thing to add too, Miss America has a talent portion while Miss USA does not. And Miss USA has swimsuit while Miss America doesn't. But we'll talk about more in a minute. So for the last 100 years, Miss America has been literally one of the nation's most iconic emblems and symbols, from cereal boxes to national initiatives. You can see Miss America was the face of Campbell's tomato soup, so if that rings a bell. And the women who are involved in this organization, let me tell you, Miss America girls are some of the most motivated, inspiring, and achieving women that I know. And I'm so excited for you to join us. There have been so many Miss Americas. There have been so many state title holders, local title holders. This is truly a network of women that you can connect with. And if you've ever considered maybe joining a sorority or some sort of, fraternity or something where you have this network of people who are high achieving that you have this relationship with just because you're in the same organization, Miss America is that. I can't think of any other organization that would have given me just directly 50 best friends just by winning a state title and being connected with Miss Washington, Miss Alaska, Miss California in my year and in all of prior and future years. So it's kind of like a fun thing that the Miss America organization gives you, that sisterhood. And of course, Miss America wears a crown because she rules. Our current Miss America, Madison Marsh, is an Air Force pilot, just to give an idea. Previous Miss America, a nuclear engineer. So we really are breaking that stereotype of saying that you really can both have beauty and brains and just